Hello everybody, Ken here, welcome back for some more Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. This week, who's the boss now? That's right, the bosses from the campaign are jumping in on board and you get a random one of their hero powers at the start, and then every time you use it, they give you a new one. Now I used the Paladin, and honestly I think the Paladin might be the guy to stick with. Make a case for Priest with Confessor Paltress, but I don't actually have Confessor Paltress, so what I might do is I was thinking about getting some nonsense in here with Inspire stuff. So I think what we first want is we want Maiden. In fact, we should look for hero power, because I think that's a good solid shout. Fencing Coach could be pretty good here. Saboteur, kind of fun. Should we pull out some of these things? We'll go in and see what we don't want. I think Silverhand Regent's really good in this mode. Murloc Knight's obviously fantastic. Like Muster of Battle might be less good than it is ordinarily. So maybe we pull it out. And definitely want to put Maiden of the Lake in there. And I think Saboteur. I think Fencing Coach. Frost Giant could be good, but honestly, I don't think we're going to get... Well, we might get that late in the game. It's a possibility. Sideshow Spell Eater is an interesting one, but apparently, I mean, it never worked in Brawls for me before, and I haven't seen anyone saying it's fixed. So I'm going to presume that it just doesn't work. Now, we need to pull out some of these things, right, because we can't afford to have all this. I'm almost tempted to take out a Consecration, but I think it's probably good to have the control. I'll bang a Frost Giant in, because we've got one of them. And should we look for Inspire and see if there are any cool Inspire minions that we want to sneak in the deck? I don't think we necessarily need to. But maybe there'll be something else there that we particularly fancy. Muckless Champion could be a possibility here. I think maybe we could take out the Avenge, because we don't have Sideshow Spell Eater anymore. Alternatively, we could take out Inequality. Put in the Muckless Champions. What would I take out if I wanted to put in another Avenge? Maybe take out although in fact I might take out the Thorasand, because it doesn't do a ton. And we've got the 5 drops, and then we've got the top end cards for the very top end. Don't necessarily need a 6 drop, because we can play, you know, our hero power 3 times. So I think maybe we'll slap Avenge back in as well, because Avenge does work with the Murloc Knight quite well, and I think it's still like a really good protection card. When you've got a lot on the board, it can really protect you against clears. So let's just jump back in. I know normally I like to jump around between classes, but I don't think there's really anything that beneficial in any of the other classes, and the hero power is obviously like a big deal. That's not going to be around. The big thing here is going to be using our hero power even more than the cards in our deck, perhaps, a lot of the time. So, you know, maybe we'll fiddle around with stuff later, but for now I'm going to stick with the Paladin. Just going to crack on and see how we go. Now Murloc Knight, good early, but not great. The Silverhand Regent is a 3-drop. Good to keep a 3-drop in our opening hand. We obviously have like a guaranteed 2-drop here somewhere. And we get 3 1/1s, and thankfully the opponent doesn't get a direct counter to that. So we're in a good shape to start with. There's also not a hero power that Gregorio can use off the bat. Right. Well, nice obvious thing to start off with. And we get the 1/1 with Taunt, which is fair enough. What we might want to do is we might want to use this on like turn 4 and get ourselves the sneaky hero power for Muckless excuse me, for Muckless Champion. Crikey. Right, 3/3 Major Domo Flame Walker Acolyte. It's a little bit scary, but you know, I've seen worse for sure. Going to deal 3 damage to that minion. It's kind of unfortunate. We got options here. We could play the Equality. I kind of do want to play that fencing coach. and kind of just fill up the board.
I am the dancing master.
Okay. And hopefully they won't be able to clear the board. So this is the thing. It's going to be more difficult for the druid to clear the board. If we keep 2 things on the board, I think we're in good shape. Swipe is a little unfortunate. But there we go. We gambled on it. Didn't pay off this time. But that's fine. Hero power cost 1 is always going to be pretty good here. Now do we want to... What do we want to do? Do we want to play the Silverhand Recruit? The Silverhand Regent, and then play our hero power.
Let me think.
Sure, we can do that, and then we can play our hero power twice. That works out. Okay, it's an alternative. It's a solid alternative. Do 1 damage to the enemy minion. It's not particularly exciting. Gives us another 1/1 though. We get the same hero power again, which is kind of nice to have. Hopefully, there's not another swipe here. Oh, that's quite good. Oh, and they got it again. Look at this. I don't know if you were really paying attention to what's going on there. Right, well I guess we can kind of kill everything. I almost want to trade in some of these minions so we get more. So at the moment we'll get 7. Well, at the moment we'll get 4. Now we'll get 5. If we trade 1 more, we still only get 5 because everything else will be dead. So that'll do. And minion from each deck onto the battlefield is okay. But we won't actually get anything on our side of the board. So there's not really any point using it. We'll just stick in with the 2/2s. Could be a swipe here.
I must safeguard the land.
That's the one kind of risky thing. Poison Cloud is fine though. We can kind of trade in here if we want, or we can consecrate. Or we can Mookless Champion. Mookless Champion's pretty solid with the hero power. And see where we are from there. I kind of like that because we got a lot on the board. Sylvanas, very interesting. Okay. And I think we'll start trading in here. The Sylvanas can't kill herself on what's on the board. I kind of want to clear stuff out because there's every chance that we get to use our hero power again. Oh, they're really building hard on mana here. It's a little bit scary. And another Acolyte. It's not going to be enough though, is it? It's all over. Alright, it's not quite all. In fact, it is all over now, I think. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I can add up correctly, which I think I can. There we go, fantastic. Unfortunate for Gregorio 69 there, but we did it. Good first game. And we'll progress onwards to the next one. Boom. Some Tavern Brawls might come back again in the future. In fact, they haven't really been doing that recently. It's been fairly kind of mixed up, lots and lots of new brawls, which has been good. I would actually not mind. Every week I say, you know, I wouldn't mind a repeat brawl this week because we've had a lot of new ones. Apparently they have kind of dedicated someone to on the team to just coming up with them each week, so that's good, I guess. True Silver is a good thing to have, but probably not so much that I would hang on to it here. We're going to fish for something a bit lower. Seems like a pretty good setup there. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 is a kind of a draw a card, which is okay. It's not ideal. Hopefully we get something cool out of Pile On, which I'm presuming they're going to use. The old gamble. I'd say they've come out of that one a little bit better than we have, to be honest, but such is the way. Get a Savage Roar, which is not too terrible, certainly. We're not going to trade in here because it's kind of in our best in their best interests to hit the trade. Partly because of the secret we have out. Okay. Now we could fencing coach and go offensive here, or we could saboteur and go defensive. I think we want to be more aggressive. Get some guys out on the board, and hopefully we'll have Avenge to help us out, providing we don't get swiped. Ah, we did. I think the swipe kills them all before they Avenge. It does. That's fine. This guy is okay here. It's not ideal though. Maybe we play Maiden of the Lake, because it gives us more options for the next turn. It gives us the Murloc Knight hero power if we want.
I must safeguard the land.
Oh, he's going to silence us. It's unfortunate. I mean, we've got another one, so we could just do it again. Alternatively, we could play the Saboteur. Make a guy.
Shall we put a kink in their plan? Take this blade.
Going to stop them using the hero power this turn, which is kind of beneficial to us. Interesting to see a shielded mini bot come out. It was a good one from the Druid. Oh, look at that tech. It's not quite enough for this turn, but it will be free for next turn, so got to bear that in mind. And there's our Revenge clocking off. It's a pretty good thing to get it. And we could run the Consecration here. I feel like that's a solid play, is the Consecration and then hit them. Although the Consecration is better next turn, but maybe that's being slightly too greedy.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's being slightly too greedy. Let's we can deal with the 1/1s as they come. I mean, who knows what hero power we might get. We get Decimate, which is not particularly exciting against the dragons. The scary thing here, I guess, is going to be an Inspire minion. Looks like that's not an issue right now. Poison Cloud, going to take out our 4/1. Pylon, Knife Juggler, not as beneficial as Sludge Belcher. It's okay. Not getting any Inspire value, this guy, which is fine. You know, I'm not going to say you need to do that, but we definitely benefit here from now if we Murloc Knight, we can only hero power once. If we Maiden of the Lake, we could hero power perhaps 3 times. So that seems like the play. And the minion from each deck, sure, we'll run it. Kills that guy. Ancient of War is actually pretty good to come out because it doesn't get the bonuses. And Mookless Champion was a great one to come in for us. I think we want to hit this guy. And we'll make another. And I think we'll actually... Do we want to get rid of that 5/5? No, let's force some trouble here. If we just got one more hero power out of that somehow, we would have won the game. We're still in a pretty good shape though. I like where this has ended up. They're going to really struggle to get rid of our beasties. Nope. It's not what you want to... Okay. There we go. And we did it! We beat this possibly Russian fella. Might even be Greek, that. I'm not sure. I have trouble telling. I think it's Russian. Okay. Complete our daily quest. We did that last episode. We did finish a quest for 3 wins in Tavern Brawl, which was nice. And obviously you do get your gold along the way, your 10 gold every so often, every 3 games. We've got Trudeau Deer. We'll fight Trudeau Deer with honour. I think I've gone first every time I've played this brawl. And I don't mind that too much because I don't know how good the coin is with the hero. Coin into hero power. It can be really good depending on what the hero power in question is. But I don't know that I would necessarily do it. Okay, we've got a great first hero power. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if I'll use it on turn 2. I might use it on turn 3. Might play the mini bot on 2 and then use it on 3. I presume you're not going to hero power. Okay, you're going to wild growth. That's fine. So I think we play. Although, well, so the thing is, we don't necessarily know that we'll get anything to play. But we don't have. If we do this now, we don't have anything to play with it. And we don't necessarily have anything better next turn for having 4 mana. Whereas this way we can do this, and at worst we can hero power again. Hopefully we'll draw something cool with our card draw and our second card draw from Harvest. Because bear in mind this hero power will flip over into a new one. Could be another Harvest, you know. And just keep rolling. We can only hope. We can pull the plug out here. There we go, got it. Drain it out. And then we'll bop it back in. And yank the chain. Fill it all back up again. Wow. 2 spells to get rid of... Okay, not using the spell. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to draw a card and I'm going to see what I get here. Get the card draw. Well, you know what?
Weapons ready.
Do I want to trade in here? No, there's a chance that he's going to buff them up with the druid, the +1/+1 to all minions. That's not the end of the world. Might trade one in and use the hero power. But I kind of like... We got ourselves Astral Communion. Man, we could Astral Communion next turn. I don't think that's actually particularly beneficial to us. It does mean we can spam out hero powers, and that's cool. But I don't know that it's cool enough to get rid of this fairly solid hand, really, in all realism. Okay, so I think I'll play the old recruit. And we'll grab another card. It's another Astral Communion. Man, this game really wants us to play an Astral Communion. I'm not going to do it. It's a fun card though. I do like the artwork on it. Look at that. Kind of leaning into the moon. Cape it's real windy, that cape flowing up like that. It's impressive that the dress is staying down as well as it is. Trudeau Idea is having a little mull over here. Having a little think about things. Oh, you can heat this up and then splash some water to cool it back down. Look at that. Wonderful. A little sad these swords don't really seem to do much. Uh-oh, the Savage Combatant. Okay, that's kind of an interesting one actually. I do like that. I do like that a fair bit. It's a very interesting one. True Silver Champ is a good solid play here, and then maybe we make some guys. just to be guys.
For justice.
Our guys can match up to his guys. Yeah, we're in a fairly even spot, I think. You know, 3-2-1s versus 2-2-1s. We've got a great hero power to deal with this, so it's kind of probably going to be, they're going to be forced into trading because they're not going to want to leave the heroes, the 2-1s up for the poison cloud. Uh-oh. Mookless champion does change things a bit. Probably means they're not going to want to trade in here. Which is a little upsetting. We can Mookless champion right back, which is okay, although I don't think it's... Ooh, that's okay. I don't mind that too much. Kind of forced the trade in. That works out okay for me, really, in the grand scheme. Right, well, I think what we'll do here is I do want a hero power. The question is what to hero power on. I'm thinking I do this. I do this. I want to know if Mookless champion will trigger on the guys. I don't think it will. But maybe it will. It does make them instantly. So in fact it will. Because the hero power makes the guys, of course. And then Mookless champion's Inspire Infect triggers. That's a nice little combo there. I like that a lot. Looks like Mookless champion might not be hanging around here. Not really a big surprise. We've got Murloc Knight in the double next turn. So hopefully we can wang out some pretty tasty Murloc treats for our opponent. Also got the Outdoor Peacekeeper as a possibility. Man, the alternative is to play Knife Juggler and then Murloc Knight all this stuff out. It is a lot of juggles, especially with these 1-1s on the board. That is kind of tempting. Those double juggles. Got a decent chance of clearing things up. We'll let that 1-1 do as it will. Could get buffed up. But that our Murloc is more dangerous than a 1-1 because it could get buffed by the Murlocs that Murloc Knight has the potential to summon. This is actually a potentially really strong one, but it is very situational. Sad our knife missed there. Gonna be a lot of hero powers coming out from this Maiden of the Lake. Could be quite scary. We might have to retaliate in kind though. If we can keep our Murloc Knight out, then Maiden of the Lake could be really potent. Especially if they keep getting 1-1s. Oh no, me smash. It's just so many things. Haha, the double frost giant. A little bit scary. For sure. Oh, and they got it again. Oh, that's devastating. Well, it's not devastating, but it's pretty bad.
I am freed from the curse.
Now, we might want to use a... Let's make some dudes. Man, I wish we get some sweet shot. Oh, this is the combo. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I feel kind of bad almost. I'm out of mana. I actually didn't need Maiden of the Lake because I could only play it 3 times anyway. But you never know what hero power you're going to get. This bone construct, not the most useful thing. Bone minions, that's what I want to do. Uh-huh. Okay, the 2-2 gives spell damage +2. Oh no, now he's going to get the combo. Don't roll it. Don't roll it now. And also don't kill my Murloc Knight, whatever you do. One more roll to get the big money. Didn't get it. Okay, that's good. Not sure you really needed to use that again, but there we go. Oh, he's got more mana. Oh, cheeky. He's really fishing for it. This is such an interesting showdown. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Okay, feel pretty good about that. Okay, I'm going to trade in some of these dudes that aren't Murlocs. I'm kind of actually sad this hero power is what it is. Do we, what do we get rid of here? I'm always tempted to play Tyrion, because this is going to fill up our board, which is fine. Oh, this is nice. Although, I kind of want to play some of this stuff to get it out of my hand now. It's not particularly beneficial. In fact, it's almost like detrimental, but... This is some kind of madness. I was tempted to do this, but it wouldn't actually have been particularly beneficial. We got the 5/5 with all spells cost 3 less. That affects both players, remember? This is just manic. I can barely keep up with this. We're not getting the most exciting Murlocs, really. We need the champion. Sylphin was pretty good. Ooh, the force of nature. Oh, that's terrifying. We might just die here. I was having such a good time. Why have you got to be like this? Come on. Don't use Savage Roar. I think I had Savage Roar. I probably could have used it. No, I didn't have Savage Roar. Was that last game I had Savage Roar? Must have been. That's no fun. Ooh. No, I don't mind that. That's okay. It's all a good time. And that's going to bring us to the end of the episode. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to bop that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone, Tavern Brawl, and other games as well, of course. And that's it until next time. So until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you very soon. Cheers!